Welcome back. Today we're going to complete our sequencer as we see here on the video. Alright, so we're going to go back to the BattleMaster C# script today, and we're going to be adding that exclusively. So load that baby up and let's get to it. Alright, we're going to be adding a new list today. We're going to be adding one that's called the moved list. We're going to put all the actors on here that have already moved. So like they've already attacked, and then they'll be added to this list. Again, we'll just make it public for now, just because it's easier, so we can refactor it later, and it's all good. And just to remind you, the all actors list, we can now think of that as all actors that have not moved. So we're going to make another trigger as in a key input today. I'm just going to use the letter F. I don't know why, just because it's useful for me. I guess it's easy. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. It's just going to be our trigger for our lists. So make sure you put that in there. And what we'll be doing in this trigger is we're going to take our current actor, we're going to add it to the moved list, and we're going to move it from the all actors list. This is how we're going to have to keep track of who's moved and who hasn't moved, like in RPGs. So let me show you the logic of that in just a second here. So you have three things, right? You have the all actors list, which is have not moved list. You're going to add the first one to the current actor, and then once that current actor has moved, you're going to move it to the moved list and remove it from the all actors list. So it's going to follow this chain here. This is going to give us a lot of benefits, and we're going to know when when everybody's done moving, and we can backtrack on the list and things. Oops, I made a mistake. Use get key down, not get key. Get key down. And now we're going to do some refactoring because we're going to be getting the current actor quite a bit. So first thing to do is we're going to take the sort by list and the current actor. We're going to make that a new method here so we can call it in multiple functions and reduce our code. The shortcut for that was hit Control and period. So now we can add that function to the F input and any other inputs. And now let's change it also to return a team. So it's not void, but it's going to actually return a team. So now we got to change a few other things here. Write in the word return the first actor and all actors. And now we got to change up in the where we have our spacebar and our F. This is going to reduce our code and come in handy quite a bit later as well, as we're going to keep using this for multiple things. Now after we added that to our triggers here, we're going to also add a null check for the current actor. So a few things for F. We're going to first make sure the all actors count is greater than 0. We're going to make sure the current actor is not null. And then we're going to do all those things and change the visualizations so that we can see when the list changes. As you can see in this video here, watch when red, that means it's current. And if it turns blue, that means they moved. Red is the current one. And then when they go back to green, it means I reset the list and we're back at the beginning. It's going to be super handy just visualizing the list and what's changing, what's happening going forward. So let's go back to the code and see how that's done here. So you see here's the trigger. When you hit F, we enter the trigger of going to the next actor. We make sure that we have a next actor to grab. And we also make sure the current actor is not null. If it's not null, that means we have to move it to the moved list, and we have to remove it from the all actors list. And also we're going to change a blue, telling us that, hey, this person or this thing already moved. After we do all that, then we're also going to grab the next actor. That's the current actor equal get current actor. This is basically the sequence of events for RPGs and lists. The other thing is the get key down, it's the reset. So once everybody's moved, we need a way to reset back to the beginning. So as we see here, we're just going to grab all the actors that are on the moved list. We're going to add them to the all actors list, and we're going to clear the moved list. We're also going to go ahead and color them green just to show that we reset the list. One more thing to check for any errors here. Make sure in your get current actor, we are checking to see that we have an actor. So if allactors.count is greater than 0. Also, make sure that you're coloring it red in this function here, and you're returning the all actors zeros in the first one. Else, if we don't have actors greater than 0, that means we're just returning null. And that means everybody's moved. So now we should reset. Once you got that done, as you can see, you could add as many actors as you want on the screen, and this list is just going to work. You just hit F to move forward and R to reset. So the main sequencer is now done. Enjoy.